Hi, so in this little video I'm going to be showing you total core strengthening exercise. So this is not about sort of revealing your abs, it's making sure that you can have a strong core to apply to functionality of life and also your training. So part of this big this core exercise is going to require you to be on your knees and also for you to be able to understand how to engage your muscles. Now, a lot of times when you're watching videos, you'll often see what they do and just focus on the repetitions rather than understanding the actual movement, the exercise, on how to engage the right muscles and what common pros and cons you should be looking out for when you're doing the exercise. So to start off with, we need to understand how to really initiate and engage this core. So what we're going to be doing is going to be on an all fours position. In this position, we're going to be learning how to keep our core engaged while we move our leg backwards. This is like a beginner exercise to understand, as I kick my leg out, am I feeling it in my core or am I feeling it in my lower back? We want to try and reduce or pretty much have minimal lower back activation, not say pain, but the word activation. So you want to be majority of the time feeling it in your core before anything else. You will also start to feel it in your glutes. So once we're here and we're sucking in and we're kicking out, I want to really extend my heel out and squeeze my core. Return my leg and kick my other leg out to be able to alternate the legs. The key part is you just don't want to be just kicking your legs out and not really understanding what part of the core is working, rather than just focusing on the reps. Now, what we're going to be doing is focusing on doing as a minimum 5 and up to 10 reps on each side. Now, so once we're doing this, so we're going to be doing that now. 1, so you can do it with me. 1, and then if you can't feel your core when you're there, just make a little bridge in your core. 2, 3, remember that you're planting your toes down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to stick to 5 for this one. Now, if you want to make it more advanced and you feel that you want to challenge your core in a better way, we can then move on to the bird dog movement. And this is where you'll do the exact same movement with your legs, but your arm will travel out. So you can see my thumb is facing up or my fingers are facing straight out like that. This will play with a lot of instability in the shoulders and the hips, but we want to make sure that our hips are not squaring round, but we are always facing parallel forward. Now, once you've done that, or you want to move on to the advanced one, we're going to go into the side plank, and this is where we're going to be targeting the obliques. So here we're going to be either using the advanced version where the legs are nice and straight. So as you can see, I'm standing tall where the ankles, knees, hips and shoulders and my armpits are sitting right underneath me. From here, I grab my hips, I squeeze my bum cheeks and I try to push through the floor, through my elbow and raise my hip up into the ceiling. I drop, I squeeze my glutes and lift, and I'm trying to make a nice bridge again underneath my obliques. Again, this is a 5 to 10 reps. So I'm on number 3. 4. If you want to modify it and you feel it's too challenging, we simply just bend our knees backwards. Rather than swing our legs backwards, we want to make sure that we keep the knee in line with the hips and we can still continue with the same repetitions. I really am trying to drive my hips up into the side, up into the ceiling. And now we can swap onto the other side. Again, for the purpose of this, I'm doing 5. If you feel like you want to challenge yourself and do 10, you certainly can. Again, ankles, knee, hips and shoulders all in line. As you can see, all in line. And what you'll probably notice that one side is majority of the time stronger than another. Don't worry about this so much. Just make sure that we're making sure the imbalances are correct. So if you're going to do 5 one side, make sure you do 5 the other. I'll do one more. Okay, now the next one is the Superman. Now, I wouldn't recommend somebody doing this unless if they have sort of lower back issues, because often they will find that they are overstimulating their lower back in just general life. Now, I would recommend that you go and look up the Superman exercise and sample it yourself. There should be a video on the page on that. The final one, what we're going to do is the general sort of bird dog. Now, this is something again, showing again core control, which allows you to be able to be aware of what's working on the body. So, from here, we're going to be lying down and we're going to raise our legs up into a 90-degree angle. From there, what we're going to learn to do is we're going to learn to place our hands on top of our knees, and we're going to slowly move both hands and legs away from each other while I worry about this core muscle holding everything together. And I will return the leg. If you feel that your lower back is lifting, the goal for you is going to be making sure that you place and keep the lower back down so that you can make sure that you can maintain the core working. So if you feel as you do it, the lower back starts to raise, adjust yourself, and you do not have to touch the floor with anything. You just need to go to where you can automatically keep the core working. And then you can swap sides. And again, this time, again, you can do 5 each side, or again, pushing yourself to do 10. But the key part is to reduce that lower back arching. Always think about like you're a bridge and you're trying to stop the water from going underneath your lower back. So you're trying to push your core down as you move your arms. Again, you can make it easier where you don't even have to move your arm, but you can focus on just your legs if you're not really sure about how your core is working. Now, these are my 3 exercises that I would do for anybody that is struggling to do squats where they feel their lower back, deadlifts, or any sort of general fitness or even lifestyle fitness, just to help them be aware how much their core has to be integrated into movement in order for them to feel comfortable, confident, and happy with their exercise. Give that a go, and I shall see you soon.